Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. It is the Aloha Hour. Usually I'm saying Aloha Tonight, and it's called Aloha Tonight, but I'm only doing this for an hour. Gotta go to dinner with the wife. Edwin Boyette, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Aloha.
Aloha. I had a tour of a prison today. I
Oh.
was locked in with hardened criminals, or they were locked in with me, however you want to look at it.
You're locked in here with me. Ho!
Oh, just a little side note. That's interesting. I happen to have Facebook still up from where we were just talking.
Huh?
I got the notification on Facebook faster than I did on YouTube.
Well, bibbidi boo.
Bibbidi boo, boo bibbidi doo.
Boo, bibbidi boo. Hey, lovely. I started a watch party with the video. That's lovely.
Very positive note from this question.
That's not the right video. What is she doing? That's not my video. Darn it. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh, no.
That's all right. It's all good. Well, things are looking up in Bitcoin land again.
Oh, what's it at?
Right now it's 11,874. Took a little dip earlier down to 11,500. Back up to 11,800, almost 11,900. I think we're just gonna bop around here for a little bit.
Oh, I didn't look at the markets today. Are they down or up? Let's see. Slightly up today. Oh, it looks like the market has recovered most of its loss.
The old market. I got nothing in the market.
Gold is still trending up, and then Bitcoin is staying up. That's interesting.
All right, let's see, 720p. Let me say hi to those who have decided to show up in this early evening Aloha Hour. Hello, Lady Celtic Moon. Hello, Peter Sharon, Mr. Dead, General Devereaux, In a Disguise, Andrew J. Hamilton, Jim Cruddy, Tenacious for Life, Aloha, Darth Cisco, Muerte, Annunciata, Timote, Best, In a Disguise, Rhaegar Targaryen, and whoever shows up after that. Thanks for showing up, guys. Hit that like, hit that share. You know the deal. I actually still have my Twitter on. I could actually hit share, but then people on Twitter would know that I haven't deleted it again yet.
They might try to talk to you and stuff, and
I don't want them talking to me. I don't want them to know. I don't want them tagging me and stuff.
Hey, man, let me tell you some stupid stuff.
Yeah. I got lots of extra stupid stuff for today.
Let me drag you into a 5-hour argument about nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. So I don't know. It's okay that it's there if I just need to message somebody, like DM somebody.
All right, let me show you this, because
right.
I found this earlier today. You remember how we were talking about Marat?
Yep.
Here you go. All right, so this is Brian Pulido's new blasphemy anthem. Man, Brian Pulido, we're gonna have to fight. Gonna have to fight with our fisticuffs, sir. A gentlemanly fight. But blasphemy anthem, okay. But Marat did the cover for this, man. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
Pulido's got this thing down to a science, man. He's doing.
Oh, Brian?
Yeah.
Yep. He does. It is definitely. He just made a legit business out of this business. He is really. I mean, I guess I was listening to Jimmy Palmiotti too, but he's really just kind of taken where Jimmy Palmiotti went, and just like you said, he made a science out of it. He's figured out how to make it work with the crowd that you got. He grows his audience a little bit at a time. Every new campaign he's got new backers. So rock and roll. I was watching a little bit of his interview with Doug TenNapel today. So.
Oh, how was that? Did he get into anything useful or?
Well, yeah, but it was, I don't know, where I was watching, it was kind of some wonky stuff, so I just I had other things to do, Actually, I had to do cross-examinations. And so it is where it is. What is that?
What is this? Oh, well, it's Twitter, but it's the better part of Twitter. I was figuring I was so rushed last night going through these. I thought I would scroll through some of them while we were talking.
Oh, Aaron Louvier said that Polito said he is going to bring it to Indiegogo also. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised he had not done that previously.
Well, I think until the last 2 years, Indiegogo wasn't really that much of a market for comic books, to be honest. I think it's really increased exponentially.
Mr. Dead says, my brother is in corrections, lifers and murderers. You wouldn't know by talking with him. I have never seen him lose his cool in all my life. He was born to be a jailer. That's sort of out of the blue. Were we talking about something that relates to, or is he having a conversation in the chat that I'm missing?
Well, I did mention being in the prison today.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I wasn't listening to you.
Well, yeah. I figure.
I was listening, actually. I'm paying more attention to my drawing. See, I'm working on page 13.
Nice.
Working on that, but I decided, you know what? I've got an hour to share with Edwin. I am going to give him my full attention, and then I'll just forget what you say shortly afterwards, and then
that's probably for the best.
It'll be very confusing for me.
That's probably for the best. I tell you what, I don't know if you can see my screen, but man, Drawn and Quartered account, this cat has got some clean art.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah, I was looking at that one. It's nice.
Every single time. You gotta love Turtle Rabbit Fox too.
Yeah, he always delivers fun stuff.
His stuff is always fun, and he's like, this style is all his own. Like, I would recognize him immediately now.
Yeah, I wonder if he's doing anything. I mean, he should be doing like a webcomic. It just feels like a webcomic style that you know.
Let's ask him.
Do something every day and get it out there, and then compile it into a full-blown print comic book.
Mike Miller wants to know if you have an ongoing project. And this is kind of a
all right,
great...
but don't tag me.
Yeah, I won't do that. Elrodimus Flash 2. This dude is a workhorse, man.
Yeah.
His output is just... This was the sexy Lone Star girl.
Yeah, we can move on past that one.
Oh, no, that's a little too... This one nailed it too, man.
Zach Bradley says, by the way, thank you for the vote last night. I did not get to watch the stream last night and caught up this morning. Well, you're welcome, Zach.
I was really surprised by how many submissions we had and how good they were. Like this one.
Why were you surprised? We are always getting...
You know, I thought for Scooby-Doo it might be a little... I didn't know. I just didn't know what to expect. And then people turned in just all this great stuff.
Right.
Like I'm in this one, so that makes it at least...
That's different. That wasn't up there last night, was it? I don't remember that one.
It was. But you know, when I'm doing my tours of the drawings, you've got your head down in a piece of art usually.
Yeah. Yeah, In a Disguise, Matt Cosson won. Jiminy Cricket points out.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Cosson had a great... Jamie Ramirez, man, another dude.
Yeah, that was probably my second pick.
I'm sorry for eating up Aloha Hour like this. I'm always... When I see how much time people put into this stuff, I mean, they're giving us their 2 hours too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This does look like my dog. Come here. Well, you can't see it, but there you go.
Aloha, Brett Seagraves. Aloha, Dennis Peruch, friend of Perkindo.
Let's see, and they're going to be doing the fan. Oh, this one with Eden was so funny. Oh, that was funny though. That John Malin is Shaggy and I'm Fred. Except your beta status, Malin.
That's funny. I thought you were Shaggy.
I am Fred.
Huh. Interesting. All right, then.
Just some great pieces. Which one was your favorite? Which one did you vote for?
I voted for Zach Bradley.
Zach Bradley. Let's see. Oh, where did I put his? Did I zing past it? Sometimes these threads get a little weird. The way people will reply to each other sometimes and the pieces get lost. Let's see, Zach Bradley. Oh, yeah. This thing. Oh, he went back and put some color in it.
Disqualified.
Oh. Super cool, though. All right. Just wanted to take another minute there and share a little bit of all this good stuff.
A gander.
Yeah. Hey, there's a Zach Bradley in chat right there.
He said, I didn't. You didn't color it? Oh, was that somebody else's?
Someone else colored it. Oh, I see.
We are super demonetized? What?
Why are we demonetized? What did we do?
Someone else colored it, yeah, he said. Yeah, why are we demonetized? What are you talking about?
Can you be demonetized for extreme boomerism?
I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about, so I'm just going to ignore him.
Where are you and the wife going to go to dinner tonight?
We're going to go get some Indian curry.
Nice. Oh, we had curry last night. Yep.
Indian?
Japanese. Yeah, it was kind of halfway in between.
Oh, really?
Jiminy Cricket says, "What did you do, Mike? Fix this. Fix this now."
Fix what?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I think they're just assuming that we've boomered something up or will boomer something up, so it's just more of kind of like a catch-all.
Don't do that. What's up, Kevin Sharp? Oh, man, Kevin. I wonder if I could share it on this. Here. Let me get this. All right, open in a new tab. And then drag that over here. All right, cool. Let me show you Kevin's final cross-exam, Christian headlines. Bam. Oh, I need to move it up.
Let's see. What am I looking for? Let's see. Oh, I'm going to have to look on YouTube, I think.
Check this out. Check it outers.
We're getting there.
Scoot it up a little bit.
Hey now. Wow.
All right.
That is money, Kevin.
Yeah. And I know Dennis Peruch offered him the $200 for it, but I was like, you know what? I think we should put this back on auction now that it's finished, because the dude that bid it, that won it, didn't pay. So I need to go back, find his name, and permaban him from my stream.
Oh no!
Because that is the price you pay if you do not pay.
We'll confirm that you actually had his PayPal. Did he come back in and say anything, or? Kevin Sharp here in chat drew that, and very well done, brother.
Yeah.
That is.
Sweet. Here, let me get it back to normal so they can see the whole thing. I'm going to find some way to publish this. I don't know if it's going to be... I think it's too big for a card, but...
Why not just like a back cover... How about like a back cover image, and then maybe you could put some thank yous over it or something?
That's not bad. Thing is, I also have that great Matt Weldon, but I did say I was going to use that as a card. But Matt Weldon's a great full 11x17 as well. So...
Even in that smoke space, you could work around and get some stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I might even be able to use that as an inside front cover.
That'd be cool.
But I am going to use this for something in Lone Star too. I don't want to get to the point where I have to add an additional 8 pages to the. But I'll probably have enough art. I'll probably have enough art. So that's Kevin Sharp. We're gonna try to sell this on Friday night auctions this week. Such a great piece, man. Yeah, the details. Look at that. Pretty dope, dude. Pretty dope, Kevin. You're all right.
Yeah, I like the belt too. That belt is great.
Yeah.
Slightly different take on the eagle. Looks good.
Yep.
This Lone Star has been working out. He's,
yeah, a little beefier than I usually draw Lone Star, but that's fine. I like seeing people's interpretations, right? Like this isn't exactly how I draw Lone Star, but I love seeing how other people draw Lone Star.
He's got the nose. The chin is a little bit different.
The goggles are different.
His goggles are different.
Oh, but wait, this is based on the World War II one, so
yeah.
Double check.
Yeah,
right,
but
at any rate, let me boop, disappear that.
Sharp,
Thick stars.
You got to get going on your own superhero comic book, man. People love superhero comic books, and if you can come up with 48 pages of that, you got money in the bank.
Yeah, the thing is also, but he'd need to build his presence up. I've seen too many great projects not getting the funding they need or they deserve because they're just not attached to someone who can spend all day.
One thing you can do, Kevin. My partners on IndieCron have started a kind of an entertainment website called Insider Mag. They'd probably love to do an interview with you and share some of that stuff. Starting getting some presents for you.
Mm-hmm. P Money said, "I want everyone to go back graveyard shift." John said, "If he hits 150,000, he's doing something special with the comic for a stretch goal."
Interesting.
What kind of marketing is that?
I'm
going to do something special. If you just give me an extra $50,000, I'll do something special for you. Thanks, John. I hit 165. I should have done something special. I need to do something. Maybe announce another trading card. Oh, maybe I could use the Kevin Sharp, and I'll do an announcement with that. It's just I need some reason to do a mass mailing and all that fun stuff. So, Kevin says, "When I get excited about drawing something, I go crazy on the mass."
Made him a bulky boy. In a disguise, says Edwin. Special like wearing a mankini. John Malin in a mankini.
I would rather see John Malin in a tutu. I think there would be something very special about that. John, if you're out there.
Yeah, that would be a good milestone goal. If when Malin hits 120, if you would offer to live stream for an hour in a tutu with his camera on.
Yeah.
Maybe sing "I'm a Little Teapot, Short and Stout." That umbrella guy says that's creepy. Well, no. That's art. That's John Malin making art.
Let's see.
See, they have their Jack show tonight, don't they?
Oh, do they? Oh, wonderful.
I think they have their Jack show, but now the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered is going to be firing up pretty shortly here. We're going to run just a little bit over them, but...
Oh, that's all right. Then we can try to gather our audience and shove them that way.
Because Weldon's going on there, Shipman's going on there.
Oh, that's tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Here's an interesting. Let me see. I haven't vetted this. All right, I'm gonna drag this over here too. I know we're gonna start getting into the political season here, so check this out. Oh no, how do I small? Oh, there's. Shrink you up a little bit. Do. So, MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski, it's, quote, our job to control exactly what people think. I'm not going to read the whole article, but here's the tweet. Today I said it's the media's job to keep President Trump from making up his own facts. Not that it's our job to control what people think. I think that's her response to this. Oh, man. Hold on. During a discussion on the MSNBC show Morning Joe Wednesday morning, a liberal TV host let slip her view of what the media's job is, and it isn't to report the news. In a discussion about fears that President Donald Trump is trying to control the media, a co-host, Mika Brzezinski, complained that Trump is trying to do her job, namely to actually control exactly what people think.
Yeah, I remember this. This happened.
Well, I think that the dangerous, edges are that he is trying to undermine the media and trying to make up his own facts, Brzezinski said. And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, that he could have undermined the messaging so much so that he can actually control what people think, and that is our job. And then, yeah, she clarified, or she contradicted herself. Oddly enough, Brzezinski's such a cool name. I don't know.
Well, you know who her father was, right?
Huh?
You know who her father was, right?
No.
Her father was Zbigniew
Brzezinski?
Yeah. And he was national security advisor to Carter and served as a counselor to LBJ. So he's somebody. She's not like from nowhere.
She's all part of the government media complex.
Yes. Didn't the two of these not to get too gross or anything, but didn't the two of these Mika and Morning Joe, didn't they cheat on their spouses with each other, divorce their spouses and then marry each other?
I'm sorry, did we just turn this into Housewives?
No, I mean they're just kind of just saying their moral character is a little bit. It's kind of
questionable at best.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him, Edwin. I wouldn't put it past him. But I couldn't say for sure, so we'll leave it there. All right, let's see what else. This is the fun thing about Facebook is people post up so much stuff. Oh man. Do you want to do the Democrat? Oh, I need the video. Okay. Oh, this is the Daily Caller version. Hold on, let me pop it out.
Oh, man. Now, imagine these people running your every aspect of your life, selecting your health care, your job, where you live. Oh, my God. These are the people who want to control your lives.
All right. Let me see. Pop back up on here. All right, here we go. Let me make sure the volume is up.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep...
It's right out the gate. It's like 6 words into it. He, him. Someone should just get up there and say, point of privilege, I'm a man.
The chatter to a minimum. I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there
Thank
a
you,
speaker
comrade.
against name chapter
Oh,
pronoun?
man.
Point of personal
Could we
privilege.
please?
Point of personal privilege. I love about this couldn't have been written better as a skit making fun of these people. Right? This is done so completely unironically that it boggles my mind that there was no one in that room who was like, "Are we being serious?"
This kind of looks like Mao Zedong's slightly befuddled granddaughter.
Oh no! The look on her face as this goes on when this dude says this thing. Look at her face. She's just like, Oh, watch.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Quick point of privilege once again. Quick point of privilege once again.
So what
Hi,
would your
James
pronouns
Jackson,
be?
Sacramento.
Would they be boom and bay? What is the other pronoun for boomer? Like boom and bay, maybe.
Boomette.
Yeah.
Beam bum. Beam bum.
Wow.
Seamus says, I don't follow modern politics. All my knowledge is a decade old and back. All right, let's see.
DSA, he, him. I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload. And that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety. The be comradely isn't just for like, let's keep things civil or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate, okay? Your need to express yourself is important, but your need to express yourself should not trump or over, like...
I see that...
Oh my gosh, that guy's triggering was totally triggering me.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Point of personal privilege, Edwin. Point of personal privilege. Can you please stop yelling at me for yelling at you? My goodness, I cannot take all this triggering. Oh, look, it's what's his face from Scooby Doo.
Well, yeah, it kind of looks like low budget Freddie Prinze.
It's
if he had like a fishbowl on his head, he could be.
What
he
is-
could be. He
is
could
this-
be Commie Mysterio.
I think this jacket is like casual communist.
Communist chic.
Casual communist with bedhead. I just got off my pillow. This is why my hair is shaped like this.
That no one's clapping for me. It could be because I'm not engaging, but it also is because everyone's doing this.
Jazz
and that's
hands.
really important because those loud bursts of noise, even though this is a noisy space, when we can do something like reducing that,
What did
that's
they
really
use?
important.
Robert's Rules of Disorder.
I don't know. There was a really good point made by somebody. I can't remember who it was, but
Oh no, he did it! He did it! I'm having to watch on YouTube, so I'm behind you. He really did the jazz hands.
yeah, he's doing the jazz hands. Look at the crowd, and the crowd are no one's applauding. They're just
Oh
jazz
man.
hands, jazz hands. Yes, he is wearing an ascot, unironically. Actually, oh no, I think that might just be a bandana.
Oh, he's gangster.
But the funny thing is, well, let's see if he says something about this is for the deaf people.
So please don't clap, shoot up these. We have a lot of disabled comrades, and a lot of those are invisible disabilities. You don't know who it is that is having a
Invisible?
more difficult time navigating this space, and this space was not created with all of their needs in mind. So it's up to us to modify that space to make sure that everybody is able to move in the ways that they need to move.
So I think he's saying that, there are deaf people in here who can't hear when we're applauding. So if you use the jazz hands, then the deaf people know that they're applauding. Of course, that means that the blind people don't know when they're applauding.
Is like every delegate like Helen Keller? What is this? It's just when it's time to applaud, you just shoot the audience down with a water hose. Oh man.
And none of them think this is ridiculous.
No, man. No, they're all like, yes, that is a very germane point that you have raised.
Yes,
there.
thank you, comrade. Thank you, comrade. I like your casual communist shirt. Do you think they just pass out the Kool-Aid on the way in? Or do they take it as sort of a communion during the performance?
How do you get elected? Man, I wonder what kind of freak show you have to go through to get elected to be a delegate to the Democratic Socialist Convention.
I don't know. Maybe burning just picks your name out of a hat.
And additionally, with the noise issue, like avoid hissing, avoid waving banners, right? Because there's all sorts of things. If you don't know what to do, show up these, right? I'm sure there's lots of ways that we can communicate to each other without needing to rely on something that's going to hurt somebody else. We have quiet rooms that are available. There's a range of options of these, right? Please don't go into that space with any...
Oh, man.
It's killing me.
I'm feeling pretty good about our chances during the revolution, Mike. I'm going to be honest here.
We have quiet rooms for those of you in the revolution who don't like loud noises.
Yeah.
Our deaf members will be the ones shooting the guns.
I'm feeling pretty good about the revolution here.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Thing that's like an aggressive scent, for instance, right?
What?
These people should not have control over the life of a goldfish.
Did you hear him?
No, I didn't catch that.
He said an aggressive scent, for example. For people who are triggered by aggressive scents.
It's pungent.
Is that Old Spice? Get me away from this guy. He's wearing Axe body spray. It's aggressive.
No, she gets a special cologne. It's called Sex Panther by Odeon. It's illegal in 9 countries. Yep, it's made with bits of real panther, so you know it's good. Oh,
I get the feeling if you walked into that room, the aggressive scent would be patchouli oil.
It's a formidable scent. It stings the nostrils.
It will destroy you. Oh,
yes.
It will.
We don't want to put people in stressful situations that they don't consent to, right? And there are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here, but it's going to be really traumatic for people if we're not making an affirmative effort to de-escalate each other and de-escalate ourselves, right? Take a deep breath. And feel better before you say anything.
I feel
Don't
so much
really
better.
talk to anybody who doesn't have a credential, especially if they claim to be from the press. You have no idea who that person is. Please do not talk to anybody who identifies themselves
Look at this guy's
as a
face on
member
the
of the
right.
press without having...
Look at this guy. I just love his absolute dour face. I have to like force myself to make a face that looks that glum.
The socialist revolution. Man, he's got a droopy face. How does his face do that?
Right?
Hang on, let me pull up my camera and see if I can make it.
Hold on, let me turn this off so I can see her.
Hang on.
Let's see it. You can't even do it.
I can't do it.
You can't even do it. I can do it better than you.
Yeah. You're closer, but that's just his resting face.
That's his resting. He's got resting communist face.
Resting communist. Oh no.
Okay.
That face too. Let me pull up a picture. Maybe this stuff is genetic, man.
I don't know. Maybe if you're just dour for long enough of your life, you just develop that face. Because look at this young guy. I can imagine him actually smiling.
Yeah. You're talking about low budget Freddie Prinze, right?
Yeah.
Don't talk to MAGA assholes.
Oh,
we're almost there. Just
look, he's got to correct the crowd because they went woo. He's like almost there. Wave your hands.
We are going to be visited tomorrow by some MAGA protesters. Is there anybody here who's done abortion clinic escort work? By all means, don't talk to cops if there are cops there for any reason at all, right? And if you do see someone talking to cops, let the marshals know.
What if you're getting assaulted by one of your fellow commutrons?
if you see someone talking to cops, let the marshals know. Who are the marshals in this scenario?
Maybe the Stasi? I don't know. They have their own amateur KGB. That's great.
Yeah.
It's I'm telling you, I think it's genetic, man. Like, so here's Bernie Sanders. He's got that same kind of gloomy face. Like,
Oh.
we're not going to have communism in my lifetime. Oh.
I tried to make us socialists, but they wanted the capitalism.
Oh, the bourgeoisie. Oh. He looks like Droopy, man.
If only everyone could go through their entire lives not working like I did.
Hold on, let's see if there's anything at the end of this, because I don't remember if there's...
We are safe and we are strong because there's power in collective work.
Oh, that's it. All right. Whew, man. Those guys gave me a little stomach workout.
Yeah, they're a little wackadoodle.
Oh, my goodness.
I wonder what groovy stuff Bernie Sanders said on Twitter today. Let's see. Excuse me.
Oh, let's. We should see if Ocasio-Cortez said anything stupid today.
Oh, Ocasio, she's good.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing an entire show just like stupid things AOC said today. I could just do a couple hours on that. Every day.
Let's see. She retweeted somebody that says, unless real Donald Trump is impeached, he has 531 days left in office to continue tearing our country apart.
She's not very good at math.
531 days to launch new wars. He's actually started the least amount of new conflict, I think, of any president in
the last 40 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the least warmongering president we've had in 2 of her lifetimes. What did AOC say today? Was that the only thing she said today?
Let's see.
Oh, Rhaegar said, but Ben Shapiro already does that.
She is high. All right, hang on. Let me share her Twitter.
Like a kite.
She is high. So we got her Twitter up. And this nugget jumped out at me. When workers lead, people win. Very rarely, actually. A lot of people are lazy and pretty dumb. Sorry. And so
when workers lead, people win.
A lot of people will always. That's literally the communist slogan from the 1900s. Is it really?
Yeah.
Right up at the top comes managing people with low ambition.
That's classic.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
gonna open you up a little bit here so we can see the whole thing.
All right. Let me go back to the Twitter. Yeah, that's generally a bad idea because people always want more for less, even if it's destructive to them. And so you
have to also keep in mind there's a reason why the guy who has the skill set to put a screw on a nut has the job of putting the screw on the nut, and why the guy who has the skill set to run the books for a multi-billion-dollar company runs the books for a multi-billion-dollar company. The workers do the jobs they're capable of, right? And people are capable of a myriad different things. If the janitor had the IQ, there's nothing against any janitors, but if he had the IQ of Albert Einstein, he'd be Albert Einstein.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You don't, and that's what happened in, was it Russia under Stalin, or I'm trying to remember which country it was. Maybe it was under Pol Pot. They started taking the nurses and elevating them to surgeons because they were trying to make the jobs.
Oh,
everyone should have same job. It's like, yo, I did not go to school for 12 years to learn how to be a surgeon. Could you please let the surgeons be the surgeons?
Yeah. I mean, now, what I'm looking at here, because they always like to talk about profits and stuff. And I think, like, even public workers, a lot of their monies, a lot of their public pension funds are invested into various stocks and stuff. These are, so when companies make profits, a lot of the money actually gets passed over to the shareholders. Now, there is one thing though, like the differential between CEO pay and some of the employee pay. It's kind of in a weird spot right now where people have really. Altria Group, wow, 3.6. It's on cigarettes, but that's a good dividend. Wow, that is a really good dividend.
I'm gonna check my dividend on Bitcoin right now. Oh, it went up $50 since we started. All right, that's good.
All right, and so if anybody doesn't understand what a dividend is, say you own like Disney stock, right? And even though they didn't hit their earnings per share, let's see, depending on how many, like right here, July 5th, Disney paid out dividends, and they paid out 88 cents per share on July 5th. And so that's called a dividend. So everybody who owns a share, and some people will invest their money like that in particular. They'll select a basket of stocks that all have pretty good dividends. That's not actually a very good dividend, I think, based on the price of Disney stock.
Well, that's what 70.7%. I mean, how often do they pay out dividends though?
I think quarterly.
Okay, that's not a very good investment.
Yeah, I don't.
Kevin Ryan says I should rename my channel again with the Bitcoin. Hey, you know what, guys? A year from now, I want you to look back on these times and just think, I was making fun of Mike and Edwin, who both have Bitcoin. And now they're retired on an island somewhere.
Oh man,
Great time to sell your Disney stock. Yeah, well.
This Ilhan Omar is kind of weird for me because all of the men who trained me were in Somalia. My unit. Have you ever seen Black Hawk Down?
Sure.
My unit. So my unit we're part of the force that went in and rescued the Rangers. And so I was part of the 10th Mountain Division, but the stories that they've told me from Somalia, man, that is just a different place. It is just it is so, they just have such a pattern of almost tribal warfare. It's kind of nuts over there.
Oh no. Here's AOC from 5 hours ago. Have you ever called Comcast yourself? Or does someone do that for you? 'Cause for lots of communities, we'd take public internet over oligopoly internet any day of the week. She knows literally nothing.
Wasn't she a bartender?
She's a bartender, and you know how she got the gig, right?
The bartender.
She was in a casting call. She was in a cattle call. The Democratic Party had this open seat that they knew that anyone with a D behind their name would win. So they held a cattle call. They cast the role of congressman. And Ocasio-Cortez was a bartender and an actress, and her brother applied for her to this casting call to be a congressman, and she won the role. She's literally playing a role as a congresswoman. And she obviously does not have any level of qualification to perform this job. It's, I mean, stranger than fiction. Stranger than fiction.
She's a crisis actor as congressperson.
She's a crisis actress.
Oh man.
Oh.
District,
but just her saying in lots of communities, we'd take public internet over oligopoly internet any day of the week. Who developed the internet to the point where, you know what, if you lived in a country with only public internet, you would have a dial-up modem. You would have Cuba level internet access. Probably worse. Probably worse.
Let's see. Let me look up, Ocasio-Cortez. Let me look up that election. Because I think she won that, like the amount of votes that she got to win that election, it's like nothing. Let's see. 100,000. So she
Her
swept
district
it.
is 100,000 people?
Well, she got 110,000. The Republican in her district got 19,000. But this is not even a particularly large district in New York, right?
Yeah.
This is a couple of blocks. Well, I'm probably understating that, but
There you go. There you go. People in Cuba don't have internet in their houses, but I'm sure they're happy with their government-run internet.
Exactly. Oh,
Let's see.
I think if the Democratic Party keeps putting the squad front and center, though, I think that pushes the moderates away.
I know. The louder these squeaky wheels get, the more moderates become conservatives. And I'm happy with that. Yeah, I got no worries about Donald Trump getting reelected.
Well, the moderates can kind of become conservative just by standing still.
Yeah.
If they're just holding positions that they held like 8 years ago, congratulations, you're now a conservative.
Yeah, I mean, think about where the Democrats were in JFK's time.
Yeah.
Right? You would have to have been calling yourself a communist in JFK's time to be in the Democratic Party today.
Yes. JFK would be called like the reincarnation of Hitler today.
JFK would be a right-leaning Republican today.
Yeah.
A center-right Republican. Crazy.
Yeah, it's changed so much. Bill Clinton would be a Republican today. The Bill Clinton of that time would be a Republican today.
Well, that was the one thing I liked about Bill Clinton as a Democratic president, was that he had no spine, and he pretty much did whatever Newt Gingrich told him to.
Well, I think if you told Hillary if she ran as a Republican she'd be the next president, she would probably bust down the door of the RNC headquarters. I mean, it would be like something out of Wile E. Coyote, where there'd be like a Hillary Clinton shaped hole in the door, her blasting through it so fast. I think their primary principles are power.
Yeah, Jay Hamilton, great point. This is how crazy it has gotten. This is what Trump derangement syndrome has done to the Democratic Party. They are legitimately making Obama look like a moderate.
Yeah, boy. We'll see.
It's so great, man. Because normal people who don't have TDS, they understand how wackadoodle, to use your coin of phrase, everybody in the Democratic leadership has gotten. They're so far left that they have left the building. They're just...
Now, let me say one thing, though. Let me say one thing. If you're a Republican, and particularly if you have a tendency to be a little bit of a troll like Mike Miller, as the election season progresses, be patient with your family. Be patient. Like this Thanksgiving, this Thanksgiving, one of your nephews who has like 5 nose rings, and is telling you that he has a very fluid gender, and he shows up to Thanksgiving dinner in a purple potato sack. Be patient with him.
Jay Hamilton says, I shook Bill Clinton's hand once when I was in high school in the 90s. I still feel dirty.
Oh no, man.
I saw Bill Clinton once in the back of a limousine. I wasn't in the back of the limousine with him, but
yeah, I was gonna say, oh no, show us on the doll where he touched. Show us on the giant teddy bear where he touched you, Mike.
Oddly, it was the day I met Jeff Johnson. I was coming home. I was walking back to my apartment from a Bay Area comic book community meeting, and I was walking past I think it was the Wilshire, downtown San Jose, and there was like lines of people, like crowds of people and police cars and stuff. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And someone was like, oh, Bill Clinton's going to be staying at this hotel. And so I saw his limousine pull up, and I saw his little head in the back of the window. I'm like, huh.
Oh man,
It's the only president I've ever seen in real life, so I still feel dirty.
Something you got to remember though, that people are just getting assailed with all kinds of propaganda. One of my wife's friends, she's about 10 years older than we are, and so she's got a 25-year-old son. And election night, he was sobbing. I guess the young man is gay, and he was sobbing to his mother uncontrollably. Trump wants to put us in camps, us
brother.
meaning gay people. But he really had, some of those people have been exposed to so much hyperbole, so much of this just wackadoodle stuff that the poor kid actually believed that at that moment.
Yeah. It's sad.
And Trump probably doesn't care. You know what I mean? I think I've always thought that Trump was actually kind of socially liberal.
Yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't. Yeah, he's fairly socially liberal. He doesn't care about that. Hasn't done anything. I mean, I think he just wants to be practicable about that stuff. So like, oh hey, should we all should the taxpayers pay for transgender reassignment surgery if you're in the military? No.
Yeah, it's very strange, that period of time where they were trying to. I just don't see how that works for certain things.
Nope. It does not. Why is this not working? Select font.
Maybe if somebody had an office job that wasn't subject to any kind of security clearance, or where somebody could be manipulated or preyed upon, but not in like combat arms or anything like that. Oh, Elijah, your face is going to get stuck like that, and I'm going to laugh.
Yeah, knock that
Yep. Your face is going to get stuck like that. Yep.
Oh, here we go.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna be 5% goofier. There you go. All right. We'll see what happens.
Yay! I got Aloha Tonight up there. All that work for that horrible little graphic. All right. What are we saying in the chat? DADT was a good time. What's that?
DADT. Donald Trump. DA. What is the DA part?
I have no idea. Jay Hamilton says, not all gay people hate Trump. One of my friends is gay, and he's a conservative libertarian who voted for Trump. Yeah, well, we're not of the mind that any individual group of any individual... Nobody is a solid block. All black people don't vote together. All Mexicans don't vote together. All gays don't vote together. The only people who vote together are communist idiots. Not even all libertarians vote together. Not even all conservatives vote together. It's
I just caught his name there because I wasn't and man, I need to get glasses. This is he's a former soldier. If you see where it says Medic 68 whiskey, or 68 whiskey is the code for a combat medic.
Oh.
That's called the MOS, the military occupational specialty. It didn't register on my brain at first. Yeah, right. Don't ask, don't tell. That was funny, man. Oh. We had this kid who wanted to get out of the military. Maybe I've told you the story before. He was kind of a dud. But he's like, hey, Sarge. He pulled me and this other guy to the side. He's like, hey, just wanted to let you guys know I'm gay, extra gay. And you guys got to get me out of here.
Gay on Wednesdays.
Yeah, because penises are going to be all over my face and yada yada. So all right, no problem, buddy. Here's what we need though. And my other friend gave him a Polaroid camera. He's like, all right, when you see your partner this weekend, we need you to get some photographs of you guys doing the stuff so that we can take that to the first sergeant and the captain so we can get you on out of here. But we're gonna need some we're
gonna need some evidence.
Yeah, to present to
of
the
your
chain
extracurricular activities.
Yeah,
you sure you didn't just ask for a stool sample?
Yeah, he gave the Polaroid camera back to us. He was like, well, I might not be that gay.
Oh no!
Yeah,
you had to go there. There.
Yeah. I thought the ghetto medic would enjoy that comment. Medics were degenerate. My experience that like the medics that were assigned to like our infantry units, you'd like come in there on the weekends and they'd be doing mushrooms and all kinds of weird stuff. Medics were the weirdest folks ever. Great guys though, great guys.
Well, welcome to the community, Ghetto Medic. You weirdo!
He will probably confirm this. He will probably tell you that combat medics, are some of the weirdest dudes around.
Hey, if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button and join this community. We do this, well, the Aloha Tonight we do fairly regularly. We do other shows more regularly, but Aloha, it just depends on what Edwin and I are doing any individual night. So do hit subscribe. Ah, boy.
We need to send people over to the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered.
Oh yeah, we got about 5 minutes to tap out here.
Yeah, let me pull up Chester Busby's link because they're going now. So I will.
Ghetto Medic said, "Yeah, we're definitely weird."
I wasn't
Confirmed.
even exaggerating. All right, so please, even if you don't have time to stay and watch, please do after this, click over and go say hello to the good people over at the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered. They would absolutely love it. And let me see who's going on in there. Let's see. I see Brad. I see Chester Busby. I think I see Weldon. There's Gary Shippen. So yeah, they got a good crew going on over there. And they're doing Mayor McCheese.
Oh no! Really?
That is the most. I'm looking at some incredibly rendered Mayor McCheeses. That is nuts.
Wow. Ghetto Medic says nothing like giving each other IVs after a night of drinking. Well, that would cure the hangover.
Yep.
Oh look, Hillary Clinton's in the chat.
And me, Hillary. Oh man, try not to eat any babies while you're here, Hillary, or harvest any organs. Oh man.
All right, well, oh man, my voice I got some phlegm issues going on, so I think we're going to tap out a couple minutes early. I want to thank everybody for being here. I especially want to thank you, Edwin Boyette. And since my voice sounds like this, I'm going to let you talk us out.
Yeah, thank you all so much for coming and joining us for Aloha Hour. It's usually just nonsense, but this is Yeah, it's fun to hang out and talk a little nonsense with all you good people because you're who makes it worthwhile. But anyway, tomorrow night is going to be auctions, and so we're going to have all those great Scooby Doo pieces. I think we're going to have that fantastic Lone Star from Kevin Ryan, and so even if you got
Kevin
an
Sharp.
empty, oh, does I say Kevin Ryan, Kevin
Yeah.
Sharp, even if you've got an empty wallet. Come hang out with us tomorrow night. We always love talking some nonsense and having some fun and having some boomer laughs. But anyway, until we meet again, we wish you a fantastic evening and aloha.
Aloha, one and all, and mahalo for being here. Shaka.